Hello, my dear listeners, and welcome to You Are Okay. I am Lietta, and if you pressed play on this episode, chances are you are tired of hearing the same sentence over and over again. You are just lazy, just push yourself, just do it. But inside, you know it's not laziness. You know what laziness feels like. Laziness is when you could do something, but you choose not to. You decide to skip the gym, to watch Netflix instead of working. Laziness is active. You are making a choice. Depression is different, and it is what I want to talk about to you today. Depression is wanting to act, wanting to move, wanting to get out of bed, and at the same time feeling like your body is made of the stone. It's like your brain is screaming, go, please go, but your legs are broken. And today I want to explain scientifically, emotionally, and personally why that happens. Why motivation disappears, why your energy feels stolen, why your brain seems to sabotage you, and most important, how to try to understand that you are not broken and this is not your fault. So now I want to compare laziness and depression. Imagine this: you are a marathon runner. You train every day, you love running, you love movements, and one day you break your leg. You are in a cast. You are lying in bed, frustrated, angry, helpless. Now someone comes into your room and says, why are you lying there? Stop being lazy, just go and run. What stops you? Absurd, right? You can't. Not because you don't want to, but because your body is injured. That's depression. And depression is not I don't feel like doing it. Depression is I can't do it even though I want to. And it is not only emotional, it's physical. Scientists have shown that during depression, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for planning, decision making, concentration, goes into low power mode. At the same time, the dopamine system, the one that gives you motivation, the spark of let's do it, is disrupted. So, you are not imagining it, you are not inventing excuses. Your brain is literally malfunctioning in its energy circuits. I will give you another metaphor. For example, imagine your mind is like a car engine. In normal life, your engine runs smoothly, fueled by dopamine. When you are lazy, you still have fuel. You just decide not to drive. But in depression, there is no fuel. You turn the key, the engine coughs, but nothing happens. So why motivation disappears? I want to focus now on the brain science, so let's go deeper. Why does this happen? There are three main players in your brain. First one, it is dopamine pathway, the reward and motivation system. It's what lights up when you see progress, when you anticipate joy, when you are curious. In depression, dopamine levels often drop, or the brain stops responding to dopamine signals. That means even things you used to love feel flat. Another is executive function, located in the prefrontal cortex. This is your brain's CEO, let's say like this. It organizes tasks, sets priorities, helps you focus. Depression weakens this CEO, so instead of clear decisions, you get fog, indecision, paralysis. And the third one, energy and depletion. Depression often comes with physiological changes. high cortisol, the stress hormone, disrupted sleep, chronic fatigue. That's why even small tasks, washing dishes for example, sending an email, feel like climbing Everest. And here's the painful irony: the less you do, the guiltier you feel, and the guiltier you feel, the more your brain shuts down. It's a vicious circle. And unfortunately, a lot of people with depression meet it. Me too. Um, uh, I can advise you some books by John and Harry and Andrew Solomon. Like they talk beautifully about this cycle, how depression is not weakness but a breakdown in connection to your own energy, to meaning, to hope. uh, Maybe you know this pattern, like on normal days you are ambitious, you are active, you have a million ideas, and people even say, wow, how do you manage everything? You are organized, full of projects, full of life. And when depression comes, and especially clinical depression, suddenly you can't even reply to a text. Like you can write a little small message. You sit there staring at the screen, feeling the weight of guilt. Why can't I just do this small little thing? That's the paradox. You still want to live, you still want to do things, but your body and brain betray you. And it really feels like awful betrayal, and it feels like you betray yourself and you are worthless. Let me give you a personal style example. Imagine you didn't sleep all night. The next morning you have work, deadlines, people waiting for you. You have a lot of responsibilities and you tell yourself, okay, I'll just push through. But your head is heavy, your eyes burn, your brain refuses to think. You try, but nothing works. That's a glimpse of what depression feels like every single day. And I know this terrible feeling. I had it many times in my life because of insomnia, and I felt like it's not me anymore. Imagine also walking on ice. Every step requires all your energy. You are tense, afraid of falling. Even if you move, it's slow, painful. That's how depression makes even simple actions like showering, cooking, answering a call feel exhausting. And let's talk about criticism. So when someone says you are just lazy, you are making excuses, they are wrong. And you need to know that they are wrong. You need to understand it. And I ask other people who, sense God, do not understand this state, do not judge others. Because here is the truth. Again, laziness is a choice. Depression is a condition. Laziness is not wanting to act. Depression is wanting to act but being unable to. Laziness still has energy. Depression steals energy. This distinction matters because when people misunderstand depression, they shame themselves more and more, and shame only deepens the illness. Dr. Kay Redfield Jameson, in her book An Unquiet Mind, describes depression as not just sadness, but a complete loss of vitality. It's not being in a bad mood, it's a collapse of the inner system that moves you toward life. And what is really seriously and important to understand, it's like if you are listening and thinking like, yes, this is me, this is exactly how I feel, I want to tell you something really important. First, you are not broken, and this is not laziness, this is not weakness, this is depression, and this is a condition that affects brain, chemistry, energy, and your behavior. Second, it's treatable, it's really treatable, so please do not give up. There are a lot of things like therapies, medication, lifestyle changes, and most importantly, compassion, both from yourself and from others, that can help your brain restore its balance. Books like Feeling Good by David Burns and The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk show that how healing is possible. And third, you are not alone. Millions of people experience exactly what you are experiencing. And it's very bad and sad statistic, but the more we talk honestly about it, the less stigma there is. So remember, the marathon runner with a broken leg, you wouldn't call them lazy, you wouldn't tell them to just run, you would help them heal, right? And the same applies to you. Thank you for being here with me today, and thank you for your listening. If you recognized yourself in what I said, I hope this episode gave you not just knowledge but comfort. You are not alone and you are not to blame. Motivation doesn't disappear because you are weak. It disappears because your brain is fighting, it's fighting a battle, and battles can be won. So be please gentle with yourself and take small little steps. And remember, healing is not instant, but it is possible.